Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to more of the Dota 2 Asia Championships 2017. This is the America Qualifier. It's just the first day of action, and it's our second series of today. We're going through Group A right now, and it is Team Freedom going against compLexity. I'm Kyle Guy beyond the summit, and I'm going to be joined again from across the country, across the seas, across the globe. It's Lacoste from Croatia. How's it going, man? And by the way, thank you so much for joining me. I know it's like ungodly hours there. Like, what time is it there? What are you doing? Oh, I gotta turn you up. There you go. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. Turn you up again. Here you go. Go ahead.
A lot late. Yeah, it's all good. Hello, beautiful people, beautiful people watching the stream.
Okay.
Sorry about this.
What time is it there?
It's 2:15, as I said.
2:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was like, do you want to join me for some American Dota? And I told you, like, the hours are going to be ridiculous. And you're like, I don't care, man. Let's do it. So, how do you feel now that you've been experiencing it so far? We had that crazy series of DC versus Wanted. This one, you've been privileged to seeing the mastermind of Swindle taking on the legend BSJ.
Well, this NA Dota is keeping me awake, so it's all good. I could cast this all night, probably.
All right. That's the attitude I like to hear, Lacoste. That's the attitude the people
Always
like to hear.
positive, HIV positive.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, we'll talk about the draft at hand here. And what I'm positive is that Doom is in the meta. Doom is certainly in this meta. Why are they picking him now, though? No Ember Spirit coming out. They're just like, no rules from Freedom. Unless here, there's one thing. It could be a bait and switch. IX Mike has been known to play a lot of off-lane Doom. He used to play it a lot in the day. So I don't know.
think the hero is made to be played on offlane. It's position 4 always.
Hey. That's what people said about Enchantress. She had her time in the offlane for a while, and guess who was there at the forefront? IX Mike.
IX Mike.
People thought for a while that Faceless Void shouldn't really be too much in the offlane or in the safe lane, but guess who was there to bring him in the offlane? IX Mike. Abaddon, IX Mike.
That's what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to say. Probably a lot of coaches and a lot of players that are in tier 1 teams watch this kind of Dota as well. I'm not saying this is not tier 1 Dota, but you can feel the difference between the teams. You can feel the gap. They're watching what other teams pick, try to steal some strats, see something good, adapt, and stuff like that. That's how it goes, and that's how it always went. But the biggest innovations are made in public games.
Oh yeah. That is.
It's always been like that.
It's always been like that. I have many fond memories of seeing stuff like, you remember when like Yule Shadow Fiend became a thing, and they were just like one-shotting people with the ulti after Yulesing them up in the air. I remember that was like a big pub starter. People like Sumail, even in his early part of the career, were dishing out stuff like that in pubs. And I wonder what the latest pub craze will be. I wouldn't say Doom was like a pub craze like bring on. What about this Lone Druid thing? We didn't get to acknowledge the Lone Druid yet in this draft. There's a new 2017 Lone Druid on the block, and that's him being like, the sniper, if you will.
Being a sniper.
Being a sniper, Some people feel like they have found their own answers to kind of work with it and work against it. I don't know if Freedom are a team that's going to be comfortable kind of going against it here. I'm curious what they think is going to be their answer for it, but already just between the lineup that compLexity have, this is scary, man. Underlord already was a beastly performer in the last game. Monkey's got his farm and just became that tonk and a supporter, a utility for his team. And Z-Freak's Rubik is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. He has big plays out there. You should do yourself a favor, Lacoste, and YouTube them, sometime.
Yeah, I can do it right now.
Don't do it right now.
NA Dota picks, from what I saw, they like to pick differently, and they're not afraid to show their hands in the first 2 picks. Like going Doom, Invoker. Usually if you want to go for Invoker, other teams pick it pretty much as a last pick. 4th or last pick. You're not picking that hero in the first phase. As goes for Lone Druid, I think that hero needs a huge nerf. His talent trees are ridiculously good. if you compare him to Nyx Assassin, or I don't know, his talents don't make any sense. Elder Titans, it's just a big difference.
Yeah,
I think talent trees need to be reworked.
Yeah, he'll
a lot of them.
I think it goes without question. The Frog will pay this guy a visit, and he's definitely going to get his numbers adjusted, his talents adjusted. Something's going to happen. Teams are obviously going to use it when they can, if available to them. You know, here compLexity now getting their run-in with it. I will say, though, there was a compLexity game not long ago. Now, this may be because they had a very, very, very good start to the game and a very good laning phase, but they went with the old school. I don't know. I don't even feel like it's old school now, but the traditional Midas Radiance pickup. So that also has to be considered. It's something.
But you know, Ice Frog. I've worked closely with Ice Frog.
Oh, you did now.
For a few years, I was balancing Dota. Back then, he leaves stuff like this on purpose, like puts something imbalanced, so he just changes the game. And if you can see, there's heroes who are not popular, then he makes them popular. It's pretty simple concept. And then just switches, like Lone Druid is popular for the next half year. Next year, he's not popular. Then again, he is popular.
Well, also, what we see sometimes happen is Ice Frog gives love to maybe an underused hero, which he does. You know, oh, this hero's not seeing the light of day, like Pugna or something. Let's give him a little bit of love in here. And eventually the day comes. You know, he gives them the changes in the patch, and it doesn't happen yet. And it may have not happened yet for some heroes in this patch yet to be discovered. But captains start bringing it into their lineups. And then they quickly realize that this hero is a lot better than many probably expect. They quickly realize, like, whoa, this talent tree is amazing, or whoa, this new item is amazing with this new meta or something. And then heroes are discovered. So it works crazy like that.
I still think 7.0 patch is undiscovered in terms of some heroes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I like about it. Like, people stick to... Okay, they stick to Shadow Demon Luna, stuff they know. They see Lone Druid is a bit imbalanced. I don't know, but then they try to figure out the new stuff. That's the good part.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll just have to see how much more maturing patch 7.0 is in store for us. I'm sure even all the way up until the Kiev Major, we're going to be seeing some new things. Here for Freedom, though, I mean... some new things, some old things. The BSJ Juggernaut is just something that this man had been known for playing. There really are no excuses when it comes to this in BSJ. This is a hero that he knows, all right? So this is, I'm expecting, this is a BSJ hero. I mean, maybe Ursa or Huskar would be carried as a bit higher for a BSJ classified hero, but Lacoste, Jug's right up there. And that's got to be good.
You said the same thing about Sven. I wasn't impressed.
They weren't ready for it. They got too cocky. They picked that Sven second. I don't know what that was about, but I think they got a little too cocky with that. Here, the Jug, you know, I would feel a bit more confident about. Plus, I mean, come on, man. They got Keeper of the Light on their team. Is there any reason to go further with the draft?
Should we just call this one and go into
we can
the third
move on
game?
From here. We can move on. Oh, that is just dirty. Last pick from Freedom is a Darkseer, and what do compLexity go and do? Swindle says, I will pick the Oracle for myself so that I can go to that Darkseer lane and just be a real pain in the bum. Just get rid of those Ion Shells.
Oracle is good. I think we were talking about it before. It counters the Darkseer in a way where you just remove the Ion Shell, but Oracle as a hero is hugely nerfed.
Yes.
The biggest nerf was the cast range. That's the thing. And Darkseer can still go to his shrine, just to get all his mana up and get back to the lane. They don't have that much killing potential on that bottom lane. With Lone Druid, Rubik, Oracle. Pretty much Rubik and Oracle, same hero overall.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious to see Swindle's take on it. Maybe Swindle's just kind of saw the Darkseer and saw the opportunity to go for an Oracle, and he's just kind of like, let's get it. Even though he's like, I haven't played Oracle in a while. Have I even played Oracle in 7.0? I don't have the data in front of me to be able to look and see if compLexity have played Oracle at all this patch, but you know, if he hadn't, he will be in for a little bit of a rude awakening when he realizes there have been some adjustments to the hero, as you mentioned. I believe the cast range and such, but still will offer some strong potential even within his team. I mean, a clutch save on a bear to keep alive and such. Okay, full smoke here from Cole. Parked up in hopes that maybe they'll be able to spot a movement from Freedom. Freedom in the previous game had their own 5-man smoke movement, if you remember, into complexity territory and got that first blood.
Yeah, I remember. I don't have Alzheimer's. If you.
I mean, it's 2 in the morning there, so, and I don't know what kind of crazy drugs you may be on, so I just wanted to make sure you remember.
Just water.
Just water. Okay.
Yeah.
Croatian water.
Yeah, maybe there's some chemicals in it. That's why. Polluted.
But no early skirmish here, and it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing. I was going to say it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing any funny business in the laning setup. But you know, it is going to be Eagle on the Doom. Where do you think he should put his attention? Are they going to try to put him in more of an aggro setup to this bottom lane, help the Darkseer out, or does he just do his thing?
Yeah, he'll probably try to get some kills on bottom with. He has boots of speed. First of all, so his movement speed is high, and with Iron Shell and Surge, Oracle has no escape mechanism, Rubik has a lift, but if they try to go on Darkseer and while Doom shows up, it's gonna be a problem for complexity.
Looks like we have the go-ahead here, and looks like the call is going to be having Moo down here with Melons and company.
Yeah, I'm surprised Melons pinged out both wards, like where Freedom placed them. He pinged out both, but even the one on the top lane, yeah, he even gave a sentry ward to Underlord, so he's probably gonna remove it. I don't know how he knows, but he knows.
Are you trying to say something like during that pause he may have checked out?
No. He pinged it out before.
For any conspiracy theorists, there's a 5-minute delay, and that was definitely not a 5-minute pause. Don't even bother. All right, don't even bother trying to conspiracize. Swindles is a god at detecting wards. Okay.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to get the mark on that one. Still holds his sentry for now, so we'll see if he decides to.
Oh, he probably did his homework. There's a lot of statistics, a lot of sites that offer a lot of statsmen that work for the teams. I don't know if others are familiar with it. Pretty much you have a coach, manager, fit coach.
Cole used to have Nahaz as a coach. They don't have Nahaz anymore, and now they have a chef.
Yeah, you have a statsman as well who does all this stuff about enemy teams.
Okay, so Mike is going to work now, and his Iron Shells are both out there, and they haven't been denied yet.
He's level 2 right now.
Yeah, and he has not been denied yet. So now he's safe. He's got the Surge, so he should not be taken advantage of at all. So that's a pretty nice start for Mike. You know, typically you want to like line up the Fortune's End as best as possible to maybe get both Iron Shells taken out with one shot, but you know, Mike did make it difficult.
Yeah, if it was a Z-Freak as well on the lane, they maybe could have scored a kill, but he's
doing that thing again, isn't he?
He's doing the Z-Freak thing.
He's doing that thing.
Where's his Quelling Blade this game?
I mean, it's fine. It just gives him that big solo boost of XP. Plus, he's kind of off the map. Freedom have to consider where he could be coming from and be on high alert, you know, and then he can show up in a lane with a Fade Bolt and a Telekinesis and make a gank happen, and then it's all worth it.
That's what a lot of people don't understand who watch the games. When the enemy hero is missing, I mean, you can see him clearly on the stream.
Yeah, we have map hack. We have map hack.
Yeah, we have map hack, but you don't know where he is. Like, if there's a lot of mind games going on. For example, mid lane 1v1 matchup, and he's doing this Z-Freak thing, pulling to the tower, but you don't know where he is.
Oh, you know what he's going to do now? He's going to do the mega disrespectful one, the ancient pull. He's going to do the ancient pull now. I wonder if this is going to stick around in the game or not, because you can only do it on Radiant side, right?
Yeah, only on Radiant.
That is just so nice. Oh yeah, isn't that just swell? Okay, so full wave going to be taken away to the mid lane now. Cancel should be able to burst through the wave, but that means poor little Tomato here misses out on a good chunk of golden XP.
Doom picked up the golem one, the golem creep. Easy to gang.
He's making his move for cancel here. They're trying to take advantage of this creep equilibrium that's being shoved into the side of complexity, but no real openings are presenting themselves. Eagle's going to have to just run all the way through, and Tomato's just going to have to be stuck without any sort of CS there. And how's things been working out up here? Oh, Monkeys is 3rd in CS for his solo offlane Underlord right now. I mean, I know Coddle's not really one to kind of bully anyone too much out from the lane. I mean, Blasts have been nice lately to help with that, but it's an Underlord for God's sakes, you know? It's so big.
Americans don't like to go for poor man's shield on their offlane heroes. Ooh. Meanwhile, on mid,
yeah, Cancel is going to get the upper hand on Tomato and be able to take him down. I was watching bottom lane as I thought something was going to be breaking out, but First Blood is going to be going to complexity on that one. Obviously, Cancel looking to take advantage of the Rubik pull and his own levels, being able to burst right through the Invoker.
Yeah, look at Rubik. He's just going to get that bounty rune in the enemy forest. That's a good ward. They wanted to keep an eye on.
I mean, like Z-Freak hasn't shown himself all game. If you really think about it, and look at this, he's like level 3.5. Like,
yeah, he just killed mid.
Yeah, when he once shows himself, he gets a kill. It's getting so much done without having to be a part of the real laning phase, you know.
He's so efficient. Every time he shows, he gets a kill, huh?
Yeah, so far 1-1.
Does illusions count?
No. No, not at all. Gets a deep ward now. Oh.
Yeah, again, deep ward. It's good. They want to see the movement of a Doom and have vision on Darkseer if he goes to forest. If they go to shrine, maybe get some kill.
Yeah, I'm curious from Freedom's perspective if they find value in that and just letting Mike go off to the jungle and leaving Eagle here to find some farm on his Doom. But they'll just punish him right away. Ooh, he slips in, gets a ward down under the nose of complexity.
Yeah, but Doom is out of mana. He has mana for one spell.
He'll just hang out and try to get the free XP nearby, but there is seriously no kill potential here for Freedom at the moment. And you factor that in, plus
Rubik TPing mid again. They want to go make a go. Let's see if he is 100% efficient. Oh,
the Windlace, is he fast enough? No. No. Fortunate there.
It was a bad go anyway. Like Shadowfiend used 2 raises and missed both of them. He shouldn't even show himself.
Just the positioning, I guess. Too tempted with the creep wave about to disappear. It's like, this is it or nothing. And he's going to step away. You know, Xiaofeng will farm through the jungle. Z-Freak will get the lane to work with. And that will be the end of it here. So as you can see him pinged out, this Doom is on his own. They see Mike has left the bottom lane, and he's working with the camp nearby. So they may try to make an approach onto the Doom. At that moment, though, another approach on another offlaner here at the top lane. They're trying to chase and hunt down Monkeys, but he simply hides himself within the trees, and then will TP back to the tower.
And he's safe.
He's safe. And he's you know, still doing pretty damn good. Falling off as far as top CS, but he's finding his way.
He has a magic stick and fairy fire. They can't really kill him with Keeper of the Light and the Juggernaut.
It's a pretty slow start. Not really surprising. Jubei using most of the pull camp to find his own solo farm in the top lane because Eagle's the one kind of doing all the leg work. And it's almost a polar opposite for complexity here as it's been Z-Freak doing that job. But here, both brothers smoke up and make an approach towards this mid lane. I mean, Swindles has 2 levels in Purifying Flames now, so that could be a nice little burst bit of damage. And they're going to go for a Z-Freak setup. They got it. Yep. Beautiful movement. Beautiful smoke play. Rewards them to take down Cancel. We'll get it with the raise.
Very well-timed gank.
Yep.
And
may not even need a Swindle for that one, really, but, you know, that doesn't matter. This is going to be a struggle for Tomato in this game.
A lot of Hand of Midases coming this game. Mu going for 1, which is really weird thing to see on Syllabear.
Hey,
this
it's
meta.
a throwback. That's what he did last time too.
Doom wants to go for 1. Invoker.
BSJ shows off his Omni Slash right onto cancel, but a beautiful rotation comes in from Melons. He will knock him up with the combo. Sunstrike does connect, but the heals. The heal was too much regen coming out. Swindles,
Freedom.
man. That was a clutch rotation save.
Freedom wasting a lot of time on that. Using Jug ulti as well. Invoker didn't get a kill. They're just using Shrine. Not much time wasted for compLexity. Meanwhile, Underlord and Bear are free farming bottom.
Oh, Z-Freak snags another Dire side bounty here. Gets set up with a mana leak, tries to go for the TP, and has the time to make it out. They try to charge up the blast, but there's just not enough damage to get the finish. Z-Freak continue to put it in the work here. As compLexity are really getting the better end of now all 3 lanes.
If you check the Lone Druid's quick buy, you'll see double boots of speed. So with Hand of Midas, he might actually go for a Radiance build.
Yeah, man. Moo just doesn't. He's not all about this 2017 Lone Druid lifestyle. I want to say every time he's been playing
still
it.
Viable.
I mean, is it only viable because he has a good laning phase? I mean, that's feels like, yeah. I mean, once you're starting to be like, the Midas is taking a bit of time. The Radiance is now going to get prolonged quite a bit. I don't know if you still, at that point in the game, can make a call to change back to the ranged Lone Druid.
Oh, Rooted. Let's see if it's going to be enough.
Oh, it looks like it could be here. They need a bit more, but Bear is just eating a bit too much damage, and Eagle will be saved on this day.
I just want to see what he's going to get on level 10 as talent tree, so I guess then we'll know what he's going to build into.
And we look to BSJ here for Freedom's side. Unfortunately for him and his team, an unsuccessful gank attempt with that Omni Slash. Has it back up now, but it's going to get back to the grind of farm. Helma Dominator pickup for him. And it looks like he's just going to go right for the Manta. What do you think about that item choice here? It's not to really Manta out of a whole lot unless he gets hit with a Fate's Edict. You have to hold the thought there. Infernal Blade hit on the cancel, but they're not going to be able to go much further. Sunstrike also not going to find its mark.
Well, for Juggernaut, Helm of the Dominator, pretty much the build that swapped the Aquila and Magic Wand build. Some like to go for Magic Wand as well, which I think is good. You lack some mana in fights if you want to use Double Blade Fury. Yeah. And Healing Ward is high mana spell, 140. So still good to go, and you get a lot of stats. You get, what, 4 and 6. You get plus 10 stats from Magic Wand and the Dominator. And it's always good to have that Magic Wand in a fight, so I still think you shouldn't skip it, and you can go Manta right after that, which is pretty common build. You remove stuff, whatever is needed, plus move speed, or you can just go casual Yasha just for the move speed and farm potential, and switch to something else, maybe a Maelstrom, which is pretty common as well.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what he'll adapt. If it trends similar to his Spent performance in the last game, who was trying to be very fight heavy, but obviously in that particular case was lacking a lot of the initiation factor and movement in the fight. But
I just hope he doesn't switch to Sangi and Yasha right now.
Yeah, so far it does seem like he's still going to be en route for the Manta, but yeah, that would be just a bit lackluster, I feel.
He knows. He's drawing on the minimap himself.
They don't have any wards down there either, just a pretty good read, or more predictable movement from Freedom on that one. But they are still in close proximity of cancel here as they shift themselves up and through the lane. A rotation comes out from Swindle. Is this compLexity maybe looking for something? They figure maybe a ward was dropped. They'll see the coast is clear. And Freedom will have to head back home. Ooh, my goodness. Almost getting the courier. Z-Freak. One more auto attack would have done it. Crosses past with Timado, who didn't have any mana. He's going to be forced to hit the Shrine. Get some mana now. Is he going to have enough to work with here to punish the Rubik for being so deep? They're going to try to cut him off here.
Oh.
Can he juke him away? Oh, God. Tries to hide up and go through the trees. There's 3 on his tail. They'll finally get him. Okay, they'll finally make him pay. Creating space, though, right? Space.
Space created for that smoke. If you compare these two games, it's 2-1 score at the moment.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. No kills, but hey, we might just double up the score, possibly even further. Yeah, they'll get the takedown of Timato. Poor Timato, he is all 3 takedowns of compLexity right now at this moment, but low kill game still. Ooh, Moo will get slashed apart. BSJ is going to be able to snipe that one down. The Banana Man himself runs out and tries to make it away here, and it looks like he'll be good. Good little snipe right there for him. And now, Mike joining arm in arm with Eagle, and they're both going to find themselves into the pit of malice. Mike's like, I'm out of here, bro. Surge is right up and away. Eagle takes the longer road here, but it looks like he'll still be able to make a safe distance away from trouble.
Let's see what Underlord skills on level 12. Do you want to bet? I bet he's going to skill Dark Rift, but he shouldn't skill it. He should get a bit of Malice instead. He did it in the last game as well, I noticed. But it's better to go to have level 4 pit.
I would agree with you. I think the pit would be just so nice.
I mean, the Dark Rift's pretty much the same thing, plus it's on cooldown.
Yeah, yeah. And they're just no reason for them to have to kind of pick up and move from where they are now to do anything else as a 5-man once they're already here in the lane. Let's see what he does decide to go for here. What Freedom decided to do is just avoid this fight at all costs. They are everywhere but in this mid lane, it feels like, as they are just going to try to grab what bits of farm they can across the map. Timato obviously still recovering from a wounded early laning phase. BSJ will be able to pick up a tower. He's been able to get a tower, a kill, a little bit of farm, and he's getting closer to this Manta, just moments away from grabbing the orb and the recipe here. But you know, you could say the same on the other side. Moo continues to get ridiculous. The Radiance is getting closer.
And that's what I was talking about. Look at BSJ and his mana pool.
It's low.
480.
Oh, hi, Mike. Mike joins the lane and dies the second he tries to make a party happen here. Unfortunate TP for him, just right into the arms of compLexity. And they're just going to take the tier 1.
Nice deny.
Oh, Monkeys gets the deny in the top lane at that moment. And as the rest of his team picks up their own tier 1 here in the bottom. They're hanging around for a while, but not sure yet if they're going to follow through with the push. It doesn't look like it. They already are, you know, taking a pretty good advantage back. It was Freedom all the way at the start with about a 2,500 net worth lead. Soon to be back even on this, which is not good.
Yeah, look at Underlord. He got the Dark Rift level 2 at level 12.
At 10 seconds, you know? Cooldown. And
yeah, but look at bit of Malice. 4 second less cooldown, 0.3 seconds duration.
Yeah, I mean,
it's about those little things.
This is the monkey's way, I guess.
That's how I comfort myself. It's the little things.
For now, in his eyes, it's getting him wins, I guess. So, and it's looking pretty good this game so far. If you're compLexity, with these heals beginning to come online. I mean, mech now in hand for the Underlord. This is going to be tough for Freedom to get anything done. I mean, one Omni flies out, and then they just shrug it off with a mech. Uh-oh, Z-Freak surged up, looking to go for the initiation, gets the pullback, gets the steal the Blade Fury, and unfortunately for Z-Freak, he eats the bulk of that Omni Slash, will go down. Will it be worth his efforts, though? Good takedown of the Healing Ward, and then a snipe down of the Raze. Cancel gets the play on BSJ.
If he had that magic wand I was talking about, he would have mana to spin and just run away. Maybe even a TP, get some charges in a fight.
Mana problems.
Yeah, look at the talent trees on Lone Druid if you decide to play him as a Radiance carrier. So he goes for 250 health, then he's gonna go for plus 30 Spirit Bear damage obviously, but then plus armor and Entangle duration increased.
So what's your take on his decision to go with this build? Like I've already said, I don't think I've seen Moo yet do the ranged build. It's the second time I've personally seen him do this Radiance build. Do you think that it's case by case with the game he's in, or do you think that this is just Moo's Lone Druid. Like, this is how Moo's going to
Yeah,
play
I think
Lone
it's
Druid.
his play style.
Okay.
Maybe he didn't, I don't know, let's call it check other teams, how it's played, or they feel more comfortable playing it this way. It's still viable playing it with the Radiance. I mean, you can grow big, have 12 items plus backpack. But in my opinion, this 200 attack range plus Dragon Lance is just ridiculously strong, and you shouldn't skip it. No matter if you have a free farm, if you're mid or safe lane, you should go for it. You have a double Savage Roar, so people can't get close to you anyways.
Freak running on in there. He wants to get a hold of Jubei, but he's not going to get close enough. He's going for a Helmet Dominator as well. I don't know if we touched on that yet.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Oh,
Helmet
bottom lane.
Dominator.
Sorry, BSJ's up in arms right now. He knows he's in an awkward spot, tries to square up against Cancel, but obviously with Swindle right behind him, he's not going to be able to get a lot done.
Helm of the Dominator plus Midas Dota. NA Dota right there.
Very interesting, you know. But again, hey, they're winning with these builds right now, Lacoste.
Yeah, well, one team has to win. And they're both North American.
So in their eyes, these are game-winning builds, game-winning items.
What I wanted to say about levels, look at there's not much action going on. Rubik is still level 8. And he wants to get that level 10, get that extra 60 gold per minute.
Yeah, he's just running around. I think that's what he's been doing all game. He's like, I'm not really about just kind of hanging in a lane. I just want to, like, be there where the action is. Steal some spells, be the one to set up, which he's done a wonderful job of. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, this is the timing right now when compLexity wants to push.
Eagle out from the Shadow Blade he has. Just goes ahead and goes for the Doom right onto the Underlord, and that's a nice little Fate's Edict. That prevents a lot of the damage there from Tomato, but they are still going to have enough damage to get it done. And now the follow-up as the Bear's going to be going down. Freedom looking to collect more. There's the force back. Cancel getting Mike away. Oh, high ground. Boom!
Oh, nice.
See you later. BSJ gets blown the hell up. And now Cole go in for it. Vacuum to the high ground. But obviously that'll be the end of it. More of an escape vacuum there. My God. Just delete it, sir. Oh.
Uninstall your game, please.
Mike running, trying to make it away. The Bear had been man-leaked and will be stopped in his tracks. Mike will be able to make it out, but oh man.
They'll regroup and go again. The Doom is down, the wall is down. You see Underlord tipping to a shrine. They want to go as fast as they can.
And go they shall. This tier 2 is not set for this world. Cancel actually crossing paths with Tomato there. Not going to do anything of it. The rest of his team, that tier 2 is theirs. Do they double back for the Roche?
Probably.
Yeah. Rift to the Roche. Come on. Use that Rift. Use that lower cooldown. Oh, the Shrine, of course, Lacoste. Shrine first.
Yeah, the Shrine first.
Shrine
first.
Roche. Shrine first.
Well, they have time. The spells are on cooldown. Both Doom, Jug Ulti, and
Smoke
Wall.
Freedom. No Omni Slash. The wall is not up yet. He needed 3 seconds for the wall to be up. He's going to have to just dish it out while he can here, but the fight's already happening now, and Cancel found a nice little corner to dish out the right clicks right on the Eagle, and he'll be taken apart. They sit on one side of the wall, rather. Z-Freak moving on forward is going to get the zap finish on Mike. 2-for-1 trade. Freedom able to get that nice initiation and jump, quickly taking out the Lone Druid. But that's all they're going to be able to get from it. On the other side, BSJ caught in a bit of a pickle here, is going to get raised up. Cancel takes him down again as he tries to Blade Fury back home. He is out 45 seconds. No buyback for him. No one on Freedom at the moment have a buyback here. They're still going to need about 10 seconds for some of these supports and for Mike to be there, but he doesn't even have the wall to work with. Tomato's been called out, picked up, thrown down, and taken out of this one. He has no buyback either. This seems to be Rex for compLexity. Could even be the lead into the game finisher. And a 2-0
really
start.
not a timing. You want to fight once Doom is on cooldown, Wall is on cooldown, Jug ult cooldown. You don't want to fight there. You have 3 big ultis. You just don't want to fight there.
man. They get the quick crush and the finish onto Mike. Try to lead in with a Fellowing Doom onto Monkeys, but he is looking pretty damn good after eating a full Doom. This is looking like complexity's game. A start with a 2-0. Confidently puts him up at the tart.
Double damage on a bear.
It's over.
GG is called.
It is over. Good start for complexity on this one. They will move to the top of the group stage. I need to double check. I don't know if the value of a point is just based on winning the series only or not, but at the end of the day, it is going to be Wanted getting to the top 2-1ing Digital Chaos. And in here in our second series, it's complexity kind of rushing right through Freedom 2-0. What do you think, man, of that game?
I was expecting it. I think overall complexity is a better team, has better individuals. Not really familiar with Freedom that much. Saw them playing in, as I said, Boston Major qualifiers. But they seem a bit experienced teams of in terms of item builds, timing, movement. And you saw that this is just a rookie mistake in the end, where you try to force a team fight 5-on-5, and all your ultis are on cooldown. It's just not what you do. It's a big no.
How do you think complexity could match up against a team like Wanted, based on what you saw earlier today? Wanted, obviously, a team with much less experience playing together, but a team that may arguably have some higher talented players, or more talented players, rather. How do you think a matchup of complexity versus Wanted would go down?
Yeah, I would go for Wanted. Probably I was really impressed how they played. I like this Boris guy, obviously.
Yeah.
Boris the Blade, you can't.
I'm sure he won a lot of fans today. Wanted look really, really good, but
yeah, I mean, Cole is a team that's longer in the scene. They're playing longer together. But I think from what I saw, the Wanted has a good chemistry, and they have their timings right on the ganks, and they know how much gold you have, and when they need to do the movement, use a lot of smokes early. They try to make some early aggression, and then just dictate the tempo of the game through the mid game, and then just finish the game.
So we look forward to seeing more from Group A. But tomorrow, Lacoste, we get the treat of hopping over into Group B for tomorrow's 2 best-of-3s. And it's going to be a lot of North America versus South America. We start tomorrow with Team NP, that's, Eternal Envy, Aoi and company, going to be going against SG Esports. I need to actually double-check who is on that team, but
yeah, me too.
A lot of very familiar South American stars. I actually have it right here. Names such as HFN, Tavo, King RD. These are all names I've been pretty familiar with, Lacoste, in my history of casting American Dota. One of those teams still trying to break out from being that Tier 2, Tier 3 kind of a team, and in hopes of kind of making their way through a qualifier to the end of it. And then after that matchup of NP versus SG Esports, we have Infamous, the Peruvian squad. They're going to take on Team Onyx, which is Demon's team, of course, with Mason and stuff. It's going to be an awesome time. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I could cast it right away. I'm still not sleepy.
No, you're going to have to get some sleep.
It's only 3 a.m.
Yeah, you got to get some sleep, I'm sure. Thank you again, man, so much for coming by and hanging out on these ridiculous hours. Guys, if you enjoyed Lacoste, don't be afraid to give him some feedback. He actually just finally got himself a frickin' Twitter with the rest of the world.
2K17.
Yeah, man. Welcome
to the internet.
Welcome to the millennium. Yeah. You go hit him up on his Twitter. It's at Lacoste Dota, right?
Yeah.
All right. He's learning how to tweet and twat and all that stuff, so go hit him up and show
Go gentle. Be gentle, please.
Be gentle, please. He's a very delicate Croatian.
Use lube. Yeah.
So tomorrow we'll pick up the pace from there. Lacoste, it was a pleasure having you. For everyone else, if you want to come back and get more American action, you got to be here same time, same place tomorrow. All begins at 1 p.m. Pacific. That is 4 p.m. Eastern, and is going to start things off with NP versus SG Esports. Again, I'm Coddle Guy. Hit me up on my Twitter at Dakota Cox. Hit him up at Lacoste Dota. We'll see you next time for more DAC American coverage action.